Yes, a very, very good morning to everybody. Thank you for joining us on our sunrise safari once again on a beautiful morning. And we are sitting at a Treehouse Dam on the Djuma Private Game Reserve property in the Sabi Sand, South Africa. In South Africa, yes. Well, in South Africa. We are in South Africa. My name is Cedric, and behind the camera with me this morning we've got Odie. So thanks for joining us. It is a beautiful morning. I think I still need to have another cup of coffee earlier. So yes. I've got some kudu alarm calling behind us. I'm just listening out for that now because all of a sudden we were sitting at Treehouse Dam, one of the dams, my favorite dam on Djuma, and it just sounds like the kudu is going crazy. Maybe towards Twin Dams, Elephant Carcass, and if a kudu is alarm calling, well then you know it is definitely something around there. We've got Maribye here. Yes, we've got Maribye. Oh, hello, my boy. As I was saying, I heard something calling this side. I just came from Treehouse Dam, and we came down Elephant Carcass, and we've got Maribye, a young male leopard. Yay! What a day. Cat today has started. And of course, enjoying a little bit of scratch there. So he must have been walking all the way during the night time coming here. He is getting so big. Oh, Mr. Fluffy, he's getting so big. I almost thought when I saw him, I'm like, oh, that's maybe not Maribye because he looks a bit large. But then I saw his face, and I was like, yeah, that's him. Definitely, Jordan. I think your fingers and toes worked this morning. But, oh, good morning, my boy. And of course, he's heading now straight towards the Treehouse Dam. Hello. It's a nice little Maribye. So this young male leopard has decided to just come and settle down on the dam wall here at a Treehouse Dam. And he's just looking around, but you can actually see, oh, no, maybe not. I think he's now decided to move off. But as I said earlier, it is nice and cool at the moment. It's still not hazy. You'll find that these predators will still be moving around. Your nocturnal predators like your hyenas, lions, leopards, still moving around quite a bit. I think Maribye for now is just really working out exactly what area he can try and move into. But coming into here, it's going to be tough. So much pressure from other male leopards, like Molawati, his father. Of course, just to the west of us is Tortoise Pan. So quite a bit of pressure that side.
This big boy is just on a kind of a loop around this marula tree, systematically pulling off branches. The other one off to the left. What was interesting, he's turned his body now, but on the other side, as we're looking at him, he's got what looks to be some damage from a fight with another elephant. He's got one very obvious looking sort of puncture wound, like a big hole in his side. It's healed, but you can see that something cylindrical was sort of pushed in there, and there's another bit of he's going to fall over with his pelvis at that angle, and he's got another scar, probably about a meter or so. If he turns around, we might be able to see it. It looks as if he might have had a couple of tusks in his chest at some point. Go on, buddy, reach. He had a proper squat. Yeah, so it looks as if he might have had a scrap with another elephant and had a tusk through his chest at some point. It's going to be difficult for us to, we might be able to actually, if you zoom in there and pull, we might be able to see it. Just behind his front leg, it's just behind those leaves. I'll have to see if he moves slightly. But it looks healed, it looks closed, but to me it looks like a puncture mark from a tusk and then another sort of a scratch from the second tusk, which will be about behind where the tree trunk is at the moment. But not unusual to have one big male and another one in tow. It's quite normal. What we would consider his ascari. You can just kind of sit just behind the leaf there, but there you can see that hole that looks like a puncture hole.
We have got something really fascinating to show you. 2 black-winged kites or black-shouldered kite, as it used to be known. The one on the left looks a little bigger than the one on the right, and it's much more white on its head, so it looks like an adult, where the one on the right looks like an immature, and they've got a kill. There are actually 4 of them in total. The other 2 have flown off, another adult and another juvenile or immature, and they've killed a mouse of sorts, a rodent. This is very, very cool to watch, because they have got one of the best strike rates of all of the raptors out here, up to 90% strike rate, which means when they hunt, they are very successful. And over 90% of that is all going to be rodents. And you can actually see the tail hanging down there a little bit underneath the branch. So it's busy feeding at the moment. I think it's quite sad, though, that the immature actually had the kill and the adult came and stole it back. They've been fighting with each other.
Panda and myself are taking a little bit of a quiet moment, slowing things right down here in the northern sector of Eco Training's Pridelands property, doing a bit of entomology, having a slightly closer look at some of our insect residents, which are coming out in force after that wonderful 50 mils of rain that fell only a couple of days ago. Panda very skillfully framing up on an absolutely glorious yellow pansy butterfly. Butterflies can be a little bit difficult for us to film because when they're fully charged up, and they are ectothermic, essentially like reptiles, they get energy from the sun. So when they're fully charged up on a sunny day, they flutter around all over the place. It can be extremely difficult to keep them in the frame, so we don't do a whole lot on butterflies. But this is a gorgeous resident found across this low-veld region. Stunning wings, covered in sort of dabs of orange and yellow. And just on the upper surface of the rearward wings, the 2 smaller wings below, there are 2 very prominent blue dots. They're kind of obscured by the main wings though. So yeah, this guy is sat there with his wings flat out, attempting to absorb what little sun we do actually have this morning. It's quite overcast. Attempting to charge up before he heads out in search of some nectar.
But what a great morning. What a way to start our Saturday. Of course, starting our Saturday with Maribye, and that was nice. I'm glad that he gave us a bit of a run around, but it's alright. He definitely posed once or twice for us and gave us his good side, and we're all glad that he is still doing very well. And I'm hoping this afternoon that we'll go down that side again, maybe because of those lions calling a little bit further south. Might actually push him back north again, because I'm sure he doesn't want to go and I can say have any part to play with some lion action. I think he would rather avoid that. Well, knowing Maribye, you never know, yeah. But yes, we just want to say thank you for all the comments and questions this morning. We really do appreciate it. It is, of course, Cat Day. I'm hoping this afternoon we'll find some more cats. But yes, please stay tuned this afternoon, or tune into our sunset safari, and I'm sure we're going to get some more amazing sightings for everybody. But from the Wild Earth team, have a wonderful Saturday further. Bye-bye.